Hello, hello.
Hi guys. Yes, we are back. Long hair.
Albeit for a while. Yes, the long hair. Thought I'd... it's been actually longer this time for having it cut. I've gone... I think the last time I had it cut was January, wasn't it?
Forget. But
So it's now April the 14th.
you still look gorgeous.
Yeah. So you might be wondering what that white dangly wiry thing is hanging out of Teresa's top. It's a cable
To like a tens machine.
to a tens machine, because for once in a very, very long time I am actually probably a little bit more mobile than you, aren't
You
I?
are, yeah.
Teresa has a very bad back at the moment, and she's hobbling around. Look at the state of us. We're blooming
Isn't
with
her
these
stick?
sticks. I can't see. It's so bright.
Yeah. I've even using one of your sticks.
Yes, and I'm not very good either. But the whole reason for this clip is actually to show you the long hair. Yeah. I'm not going to look like this again for a very long time, because tomorrow the hairdresser's come in and it's all going, and I can't wait. I was actually getting close to resorting to wearing a cap all the time because I'm absolutely fed up of it.
You could have had a perm.
Thanks, dear. Had the haircut now. Do you want a closer look? People are saying there's more hair on my face here, on my chin, than on my head.
I think you look lovely.
Thanks, dear. So, we do have news. We do have a few things to report. You might notice Teresa's sitting here
In my pyjamas and dressing
in
gown.
her dressing gown because she's quite unwell at the moment with severe back pain, aren't you, dear?
Absolutely. Hence, I've got my little friend, the pain reliever. That's what this little wire is.
Yeah, but you didn't. Let's just pop it on there. Look, so this is a TENS machine. It's a little gadget which delivers electrical current via two pads into your back, and she's running a TENS machine, so she goes "Ooh" every now and again when she turns it up, and I don't laugh.
Right.
But yeah, having quite a lot of difficulty at the moment, aren't you, darling?
Yeah.
Okay, so on to me then. I was approved for a, well, rewinding slightly, I am on a first line treatment called Azathioprine, which is suppressing my immune system, which is staving off the attacks from my immune system on my spinal cord. But it's not working very well. So I've had to go through a whole process, and to cut a long story short, I had a video call with the Walton Centre in Liverpool, UK, who have approved a second line treatment called Rituximab. It's pretty much Ocrevus, which Ocrevus is an MS treatment, but because they're now saying I've not got MS, I can't have an Ocrevus, but Rituximab is pretty much the same. I actually asked them, didn't I, on the video call, I says, what's the difference between Ocrevus and Rituximab? And they said, what's the difference between, what did they say, Pepsi and Cola or something like that?
Yeah.
He says there's practically no difference whatsoever.
It's just personal choice.
Well, it's just, rules and things, isn't it? So I've been approved for Rituximab, which also targets the immune system in a different way to Azathioprine does. It targets the B-cell lymphocytes, and I'm not going to get all technical on you. I've done a bit of research, well, I've done a lot of research actually. It targets your immune system, the B-cell lymphocytes, particularly a molecule, I believe, called CD20, and it annihilates it. It's either CD20 or CD19. So it suppresses your immune system in that way. However, before I have my Rituximab, I've had to have lots of tests, haven't I?
A lot of tests.
Come on then, help me remember, Mrs. Bradley, because I'm struggling. What was the first thing I had to have done?
When we went to Derby, we went and had a test before we came away, didn't we?
Oh, yes, because we had to go and see my MS nurse, which describes all the treatment, because my MS nurse is still overseeing all my treatment and everything, because even though I'm now diagnosed with NMO, which is Neuromyelitis Optica spectrum disorder, the MS nurse team, they still oversee my treatment. It's the same department, same neurological department, which I'm quite pleased about, really, because they're quite nice. I like them. So we went to see her. She explained everything about Rituximab, and I had to go and have it was a heart trace, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I had to go and have an ECG, an electrocardiogram. I'm quite impressed I actually remembered that myself. Did you remember that?
I knew you'd gone for the test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had an ECG, don't know what the results were, making sure the old ticker's still working properly. Because I think Rituximab's quite aggressive. That's the kind of the feeling I get. Because I've also had to go and have what's called a T-spot blood test, which tests to see if I've got TB, tuberculosis, virus or bacteria laying dormant in my body. Because if TB is dormant in me, if it's sitting there in background and my immune system is keeping it at bay, by having Rituximab and suppressing my immune system, it could reactivate the TB disease, couldn't it? And it's like nobody wants TB, really, nobody at all. So I've had to go and get checked. I don't know the results of that yet either. Hopefully we'll do soon. Mine's going blank again.
So you've had the ECG, you've had the spot blood test for TB.
Yeah.
You've also had to make an appointment for a chest X-ray.
Yeah.
And
chest X-ray. Oh, yes. Chest X-ray is next week. And I can't have my Rituximab until the Rituximab treatment until I'd had my second COVID vaccination,
which was yesterday.
Which just happened to be yesterday. It's the 16th of April today. So it's all happening. There's quite a bit of movement, isn't there?
There is. And you're also going to be sent through the post a blood form, so you can have the blood done locally.
Yeah, that's right. I've got to have regular monthly blood tests, because once I've had the Rituximab, they've got to monitor my blood. The Rituximab will take probably 2 to 3 weeks to suppress my immune system and kill off all the cells that it does. And what they do, they monitor my blood and they watch until these cells come back up, and when they come back up to a certain level, then I have to go in again and have Rituximab, and that's kind of, but they reckon it works for 6 months or something before I have to have another treatment. So
but having your coronavirus injection means that you can start treatment hopefully end of May, beginning of June.
Yep, towards the end of May and beginning of June.
Yeah.
That reminds me, I've got to email my MS nurse just to confirm I definitely had it yesterday.
Yeah.
I've got to do that. That's on my job list today.
So it's all
Yes,
working a step closer to his treatment. We do, however, have to go into Derby to see the MS nurse sometime soon, because Neil has got to sign the consent form for the treatment. Had you forgotten that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've forgotten that.
Yeah, so we've got to do that, and then it's all systems go. But he's not really looking forward to the fact that it is a full day. And by full day, I mean a full day. Like 9 o'clock in the morning till about 5:30, 6-ish at night.
Yeah, so that's right. When I've been before, Teresa's like sat out in the corridor. Can you remember Mr. Flemman?
Oh, don't.
For those of you that have watched recent videos, you might remember Teresa's little story about Flemman, but we won't go into that. You'll have to look at previous videos.
No.
But basically, when I've been into the department, what do they call it? I can't remember. Day case centre at the Royal Derby Hospital. Yeah. Teresa can't come in with me because of COVID. There's a lot of immunosuppressed people in there, so you have to wait outside. And I think you waited outside for a good 4 hours before.
4.5 hours easily.
Causing trouble. But she can't come in with me, and I'm quite worried about it, to be honest, because potentially this Rituximab, when I have the treatment, reminds me as well, I've got to have pre-meds as well. So the first thing they're going to give me is steroids, Methylprednisolone, but it's not as normal, the dose that I've had before. It's only 125 milligrams, I believe, yes, milligrams, as opposed to the 1,000 milligrams I usually have of steroids. So that goes in first. This is all into my vein in a cannula. The second treatment, I believe, is an antihistamine. I can't remember the name of that, but it's all to sort of prepare my body for the actual Rituximab. And this is what gives me the idea that it's like aggressive, and I could like come out in a rash or feel sick or just not be very well with it. And to be honest, I feel quite insecure going to have it done all on my own, because Teresa's always with me. What is it you say? We're two halves of one whole?
Yeah, two halves of one.
You know, we do everything together, and so she can't come in with me. So what's going to happen is my brother is going to take us, then he's going to take you home. You're going to see me to where we've got to go. Then he's going to take, you guys are going to go home, aren't you?
Yeah.
And leave me all on my own in hospital.
That song, I'll have to play it for you.
I don't
all
like
by
it.
myself.
I don't like it.
I know, I don't like it either, darling.
I'd play it on here if I wouldn't get zapped by copyright laws. I better not. So it's going to be a long day, and with my back, I'm worried about sitting for that length of time as well, and all the pain I have. So this is all going to happen at the end of May, sort of June time, early June. But I feel it's my last chance. It's the last thing they can offer me. I don't think there's anything else.
I don't think there is.
And what I'm hoping is going to happen is the Rituximab will obviously suppress my immune system. I believe my immune system is causing inflammation and damage in my spinal cord, which is causing all my mobility and pain problems. So I'm hoping that when the Rituximab suppresses my immune system and gets it back down to the levels suppresses it, gets it down, I'm hoping that's going to then allow my body, my spinal cord, to heal, and just then maybe I might get some, quality of life back, some mobility back, a bit less pain, that kind of thing, because this last few weeks have been pretty much hell, haven't they?
Yeah, you've not been very well at all. You've been really down.
Yeah.
You're sick and tired of the pain that nothing seems to touch.
No, that's right. Just had to take a break because of pain and things like that. So, can't quite remember where we got to. I think we were talking about the hospital and being there all day. So yeah, we were. So I'm going to be there all day. And we're talking, I think, sort of, I got the impression between 7 and 8 hours, maybe a bit longer.
Yeah.
I've also got to stay, after I've had the treatment, I've also got to stay for an hour afterwards to see if I'm okay, haven't I? So,
yeah.
It's going to be a long day, that's for sure.
It's like this is a big thing looming over us, and Neil isn't going to like calm down or anything till after it's over.
Yeah, I don't feel too bad, but I know it's coming. Do you know what I mean? And there's just like, this is the last thing they can do for me. I think it's the last thing. It's the last drug. We'll just have to see what happens.
Last chance saloon.
That's hence the title of the video. You know, it's. Just don't know what's going to happen. So, having said all that, something strange has happened. I mean, I know this video is a bit long, but we tend to have just very candid chats, don't we? We just and
with our friends.
Yeah, and from the comments, so many people get a lot out of how we just sort of chat and discuss things, don't they? So, and I've totally forgotten what I was going to say now again.
Well, it might come to you in a minute. Another thing that makes Neil feel down is we have got his brother painting fences for us, and it's so good of him to volunteer.
Yeah.
It's good enough to do it, but Neil sees it as something he should be doing.
Yeah, there's so many things around the house. I mean, it's brilliant having him here and doing all that work for us, and totally, I'm just so grateful to have Kev.
I'm keeping him fed and watered as well.
But it's, I'd just love to be doing it myself. I just can't. But this is what I was going to say actually. Yeah, over the last, the last methylprednisolone treatment was December, and it didn't really do anything at all. Which is worrying, and this last 3, 4, 5 weeks I've just it's just been horrendous. But quite strangely, this last 2 to 3 days, that's an alarm going off, excuse me, alarm to remind me something. Yeah, this last 2 to 3 days I've not felt too bad, have I?
No.
I've found a little bit, I seem to be a little bit more mobile. I don't know if that's because you're less mobile, and I don't know,
probably.
It's really quite strange. It's really quite strange, but yeah.
What is strange is when I say to Neil, you go first, you're faster than me.
Yeah, and that's seriously weird, because you're always running around fetching bits and bobs for me, aren't you? I mean, Teresa can't even, it takes her about a few minutes to get up out to the chair. When, say, she's got a bad back, it's really bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, the one thing I did remember I wanted to say is I've now stopped, I think I might have said this before.
That's what I was going to remind you of.
I've stopped taking the Azathioprine as of about 3 days ago, which is the first line immunosuppressant treatment. That's
you were told to do it though, wasn't you?
And yes, I was told to do it, and I'm thinking, is that why I'm starting to feel a little bit more mobile? But it can't be, because that's just suppressing my immune system, and I started to feel a bit better before I'd stopped taking that.
Yeah.
And you know, so I think that's pretty much about all we want to just say on the sort of Rituximab treatment and where I am medically.
But we have missed
wise.
everybody.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We've missed our friends.
Yeah, we're sorry. There's going so many weeks between videos. It's me. Teresa's giving me a kick up the backside. Ow.
Oh, sorry.
You will be. Didn't hurt that much. That's me on my vaccination. It's a little bit tender.
I was just reminding you you've had it. You see.
My violent wife's beating me up.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I don't feel too bad. I forgot what. Do you know, my memory is just absolutely shot it. Sorry, guys. I've totally forgot what I was going to say again now.
Yeah, you was talking about, sorry that it's been a long time since.
That's what I was saying. Yeah. So, you know, we do apologise. It's several weeks between videos, and I am all too aware of that. But I'm very unmotivated at the moment, and I just don't feel like doing it. But we do see all the comments coming in. Oh, certainly over this last 2 to 3 weeks, there's lots of you guys checking in on us, and we do reply. We do reply, and if I've missed anyone, I apologise. It's not intentional, but thank you so much. It really, really touches us, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That there's that many people that genuinely care, and there's you guys. You say we think about you every day. How you getting on? But not only that. One of the things that really inspire me personally, and Teresa as well, that they say our channel, our content and our videos, with our very sort of general chit chat about what's happening in our lives, medical stuff, that sort of thing, it helps you feel better.
Yeah, I think it's because we feel it, we're real.
We always try and keep it real. We try to keep it real. And, you know, this is it, this is us, you know, and we try and say exactly what's sort of happening in our lives to do with, you know, this illness, this subject, and what people come back and say, what you guys come back and saying is, you say, I'll get my words out in a minute, watching our videos makes them feel better, even though our videos aren't always, well, quite often they're not always positive, but they're real, and they say it as it is, and if we're having a bad day, we say we're having a bad day, but you can relate to our videos, and when you can actually relate to somebody, relate to someone's channel and their videos, it does make you feel better, doesn't it? Because you know that there's other people out there also suffering the same ill effects.
Yeah.
You know. So, and when many of you guys come back and put comments such as that on our channel, it really touches our hearts, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And we love reading the comments. You know, we might not always get back to you for a few days, but as a rule, I always do.
But we love you guys, all of you.
Teresa's getting sloppy now.
I love you too.
Thank you for tapping my shoulder again. See, I'm going to get her back. When she has her second COVID jab, I'm going to sort of, you're right, dear, how are you?
I'm being nice to you now.
Okay. Anyway, I think we've rattled on enough. Well, my wife has anyway. I tend to do all the talking.
You do it so well.
Is there anything else you would like to say, my darling?
No, thank you. It's just, yes, we've let everybody know what the next phase is and things that you're having done and got to do.
Yeah.
So it's just onwards and upwards.
Yeah, we will keep producing content, but I can't, at the moment, I just can't say when and how many weeks are going to go by before a new video, but we will keep producing content.
It doesn't mean we're not thinking about everybody, because we are. I can assure you, we are.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, if you made it to the end of this video, well done.
Need a medal.
You need a medal. And on that note, we will bid you farewell.
Bye.
And yes, and we'll hope to update you. Next video might be an update of when I actually have the treatment. So yes, bye bye for now from her.
And him.
And it's bye bye from him as well, me. Okay. Take care, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye.